Welcome back, viewers, to Bio News Network, our ongoing tutorial series of perfect English grammar. We are now on Chapter 8, so we are actually covering more vocabulary. We're adding to your vocabulary 12 new words every day at this point with our ongoing tutorials, helping you prepare for the TOEFL and SAT exam, and also possibly even more advanced exams, because we actually are increasing your vocabulary pretty quickly. We pay close attention to synonyms. We've found that our viewers have identified more with our synonym exercises. So with that said, let's take a closer look at the synonym answer sheet from chapter 7. And here we have the exercise answer sheet from chapter 7. If we take a quick look, we see altruistic is matched to considerate, conciliate is attached to pacify, derivative is attached to unoriginal, epiphany is attached to harmony, and then we have mellifluous is attached to harmonious, and then we see trite is attached to banal, and voracious, I'm sorry, voracious is attached to gluttonous. So this is just a quick review of the answer sheet for our synonym exercise from chapter 7. Keep in mind we're now in chapter 8, so we're going through quite a bit of synonyms very, very quickly, and expanding your vocabulary pretty quickly. And we use these visual exercises so that you can do a mental map of the word attached to its synonym, so that you'll be able to increase your recall powers. There is actually a rhyme and rhythm, so to speak, with respect to why we actually do these exercises, is to help you make that connection between the actual word definition and its synonym. And so as we go forward, you're going to see more of these types of exercises here for a perfect English grammar tutorial for TOEFL SAT exam prep. If we look closely, we're going to be taking a closer look at a few of the more popular idioms that will appear on the TOEFL SAT. And if you recall, we looked at barking up the wrong tree, bend over backwards, blue collar in a previous exercise. We also looked at ahead of the curve, money to burn, and bitter pill to swallow. And then now we're actually looking at a new one, bring home the bacon. Definition: he or she works hard all day to make a living. Sample sentence: Jesse is proud to bring home the bacon with his overtime pay. Another one for you that could possibly appear on either one of these exams, very popular idioms would be cut to the chase, get to the point fast as soon as possible. Sample sentence: just cut to the chase, Tabitha, and let us know what you think about the president. And then we have he who pays the piper calls the tune. And that is a very common idiom. It basically means he or she who pays for something has the power to make decisions or control it. And if we use it as a sample sentence, we see here that John purchased the boat, and using his new license, he pays the piper and calls a tune. Basically saying now that he has a boat and a boat license, he can pretty much go wherever he wants, and he calls the decisions and has control over where he wants to take his boat. As far as passages, we're going to be focusing not only on synonyms, so that you'll actually do a word mapping in your mind to the actual word, but we actually pay close attention to passages also. So here's another passage that you can practice with. While Jacob was on vacation in the mountains of Wyoming, he had to scrutinize his supply of water and berries to ensure his health. The word scrutinize in this passage is closest in meaning to what word here? Investigate, reject, postpone, or mix. Investigate, reject, postpone, or mix. In another passage, we have It is only a matter of time before more people will start to realize that eating red meat could have deleterious effects on your heart health. The word deleterious in this passage is closest in meaning to which one of these words? Beneficial, pernicious, phenomenal, or placid? So, as we go forward in our exercises, being that this is chapter 8, we're going to be actually looking at 12 new words, and we are going to be providing you with a new exercise for synonym for the next time you tune in to our next chapter. And with respect to these new words, we're going to start out with affable, allay, and benevolent. And we can see here that affable in a sample sentence, the teacher served as an affable mentor to his physics students because he's so approachable. Adjective meaning easy to approach. Allay, sample sentence, the best way to allay anxiety about the pandemic is to educate yourself and follow the science. Verb meaning to alleviate fear or lessen anxiety or pain. And then benevolent. So as we can see in the prefix bene, sample sentence, the chef's benevolent nature and his free meal service was greatly appreciated by the community. Adjective meaning give easily to others. So if we take a look at our next set, deleterious, devious, and indolent, we can actually see from our definitions here, deleterious, sample sentence. When Peter returned from the dentist, he threw away all of his candy in his house due to his deleterious tooth decay. Adjective meaning harmful to one's health. Devious, sample sentence. Karen came to the harsh realization that one of her so-called friends, Janet, has a devious and gossiping nature. Adjective meaning dishonest and tricky. And then we have indolent, sample sentence. Many immigrants who live in the United States say that America's youth have a tendency to be indolent. Adjective meaning lazy and lethargic. And then if we look at our next set of words, intractable, meticulous, and nomadic. I'm sure many people have actually heard the word meticulous before. Take a look at its definition a little bit more closely. Intractable, sample sentence. Peter's intractable nature led to his poor ability to face the serious gravity of his son's drug addiction. Adjective meaning stubborn. Meticulous, sample sentence. The author of the book paid meticulous attention to describing the events leading up to the Civil War of 1861. Adjective meaning very careful and detailed. And then you have nomadic. Sample sentence. People who travel to North Africa are amazed to discover and experience the culture of the nomadic tribes there. Adjective meaning wandering. And as we look at our novel, pariah, and vilify, we can actually see the definitions here. Novel, sample sentence. Sarah decided to take a novel approach to dealing with her unemployment status by drafting a new resume. Novel. Adjective meaning something new or different. Pariah, sample sentence. James considers himself a pariah because he likes to stay home and play video games. Pariah, noun meaning outcast. And then we have vilify, sample sentence. Jack was saddened when he learned that his cousin vilified him on social media. Verb meaning to defame or slander. So there we have it, viewers. We're looking at 12 brand new words for this chapter, Volume 1, Chapter 8 of Perfect English Grammar. in preparation for TOEFL SAT prep. And let's take a look at this chapter's synonym exercise. Just these are the words that we just recently discussed: affable, allay, benevolent, deleterious, devious, indolent, intractable, meticulous, nomadic, novel, pariah, and vilify. And then we have their associated synonyms. And then you can start matching them up for the next release of our next chapter. And we're going to do the release the answer sheet and see how you actually did. And we wanted to emphasize, we're going to be emphasizing a lot more as far as matching of synonyms, using these types of exercises to help you do that mind map between the word and its synonym, which is so very important, because a lot of times we actually use a synonym in everyday plain English without really realizing its true original word that it's actually used and the meaning. So with respect to Chapter 8, this is our exercise for Volume 1, Chapter 8, our synonym matching exercise. Let's see how we do for Chapter 9. And in Chapter 9, we are going to discuss provide you with the answer sheet. We'll go over some of the synonyms that match these words, and then we'll learn another 12 new vocabulary words. We'll also focus on their pronunciation, and also we'll focus, of course, on their synonym and the use of them in passages. So we do hope that you're enjoying this series with us here at Bound News Network for perfect English grammar. We are up to Chapter 8, so that means that we have covered 12 words per chapter prior to Chapter 8. So we are in a territory of going into triple digit coverage of vocabulary here in great depth as far as their actual definition, usage in a passage, as well as their synonyms, as well as using them in paragraphs also. So we're hoping that you're really benefiting from this series. Please, by all means, share, share, and subscribe to our channel for more English grammar and vocabulary, as well as synonym exercises, so that you can expand your universe of the vocabulary, English vocabulary. And this is going to serve you really well, whether you're focusing on TOEFL or SAT prep, or whether you're just working on your modern business English, or preparing for a new job. All of these different types of exercises can really help you go very far, whether you're preparing memorandums or preparing a presentation for work, or simply just studying for your TOEFL or SAT or any other type of exam. Well, thank you for tuning in, viewers. We appreciate you so much. And of course, hit the notification bell for our next chapter. We're going to be working on perfect English grammar, Chapter 9 of Volume 1. So thank you for tuning in. And as always, we appreciate all of our viewers here at Bound News Network. And have a great day.